Hello friends, good morning. Friends, in this video, we will study about consumer's budget, budget set, budget line and slope of the budget. First, we will see the meaning of budget. Budget is estimate of income and expenditure. Budget is estimate of income and expenditure. Friends, every consumer has some budget. Clear? And spend his budget or allocate his income on purchase of different goods and services, a variety of goods and services to fulfill his various needs and wants. But here, for simplicity and for study purpose, we assume that consumer is allocating his budget on two goods, good X and good Y. He is allocating his budget on two goods, good X and good Y. Here we have assumed the price per unit of good X is Px, which is rupees 2 per unit, and price of good Y, Py, is rupees 1 per unit. We have assumed that consumer is consuming two goods X and Y. Price per unit of good X is Px. Here I have taken rupees 2. Price of good Y per unit is Py. Here I have taken rupees 1 per unit. Clear? And I have taken the consumer budget 60. Rupees 60. Okay, so consumer is allocating his rupees 60 on purchase of good X as well as good Y. Okay, so consumer can purchase good X and good Y in various combinations. For example, he is allocating his whole income on purchase of good Y. So in rupees 60, he can purchase 60 units because 1 unit of good Y is costing rupees 1. So in 60 rupees he can purchase rupees 60, and he is allocating his whole income on good Y, so he will not be able to purchase any quantity of good X. In second case, if he is purchasing 10 units of good X, so he will spend rupees 20 on good X, and rest of the 40 rupees he can purchase 40 units of good Y. Similarly, he can buy another combination in his given income, that if he is purchasing 20 units of good X, in that case he will spend 40 rupees on good X, and in rest of the 20 rupees he can purchase 20 units of good Y. Similarly, if he purchases 30 units of good X, so he will allocate 60 rupees on good X, and he will not have any money to purchase good Y. So he will not purchase any quantity of good X. So these are the various combination. Other combination also which consumer can purchase in his budget rupees 60. Clear? Okay. So the various combination which consumer can purchase in his given budget, given the price of the goods are given and the budget of the consumer is given, so these various combination which consumer can purchase in his budget is known as budget set, and it is also known as budget constraint. So now we will define what is budget set or what is budget constraint. Budget constraint or budget set represent the various combination of two commodities which consumer can purchase in his budget, or which consumer can get purchased in his budget given the prices of the two goods or two commodities and budget of the consumer. Clear? So these various combination, first combination, second combination, third combination, fourth combination, which consumer is acquiring in his given budget is known as budget set, and it is also known as budget constraint because income of the consumer, budget of the consumer is limited, and consumer budget is putting constraint on the amount or quantity of goods and services that consumer can purchase within his given budget. Clear? So this is your budget set or budget constraint. Now we can represent our budget set graphically. Okay, and that is known as budget line. So if we represent these budget set on graphics, so here we are going to represent the budget set on the graphic. So for that, or graphically, so for that I have taken two axes, axis X and Y axis. Okay, I have shown quantity of good X on X axis and quantity of good Y on Y axis. Now various combination we can purchase. I have taken scale on X axis according to the quantity of good X, and I have taken scale on good Y according to the quantity of good Y. So quantity of good Y is varying from 0 to 60. So I have taken a scale accordingly 0 to 70. And quantity of good X varies from 0 to 30. So I have taken a scale accordingly. Now we will plot the various points. First combination is 0, 60. Quantity of good X is 0 and good Y is 60. So this point we have got. Second combination is quantity of good X is 10 whereas quantity of good Y is 40. So 10, 40. This point we have got. Similarly, we have got this point as 20, 20 and this point as 30, 20. If we join all these points, so we get a straight line. And this line is known as budget line or price line. This line is known as budget line or price line. So the budget, if we represent the budget set graphically, the line we get is known as budget line or price line. Okay, now which you can say algebraic equation can we give for the budget line? So algebraic equation given for the budget line is Px into x plus Py into y equal to m, where m is budget of the consumer, Px is per unit price of good x, x is quantity of good x purchased, Py is per unit price of good y, and y is quantity of good y purchased. Okay, if consumer has purchased x unit of good x and Px is per unit of price of good x, so total you can say amount spent on good x is Px x. If consumer has purchased y units of good y and Py is per unit price of the good y, then Pyy is the total expenditure of consumer on the good y. And if we add this both, then we get and this is equal to the budget of the consumer. So this is the equation of the budget line. Pxx plus Pyy equal to m. Px is per unit price of good x, x is unit of good x purchased, Py is per unit price of good y, and y is the quantity. Similarly, if here a price of good x and price of good y is given, so we can put these prices in this equation and we can get the equation. Px is here given equal to 2, so 2 into x plus 1 into y equal to 60. So this will be the equation of this budget line, the price and given. So here we can put the different quantity of x, different values of x, and accordingly we can find the value of y, which will be the quantity of good y purchased by the consumer. Here if you put 10, so 10 into 2 equal to 20, 20 plus y equal to 60. Okay, so y equal to 40. We get this number. Okay, so this line shows, this equation shows various combination of good x and good y which consumer can purchase in his given budget. So friends, here we have seen about the budget set, budget constraint and consumer budget. Okay, now here we will see the attainable and non-attainable combinations. Okay, next topic we will cover here is budget line and attainable and non-attainable combinations. What are the attainable combination? What are the non-attainable combination when budget is given or budget line is given? Friends, you see here, this budget line shows the various combinations of quantity of good x and good y which consumer can purchase in his given budget. So any point on this line or any combination of good x and good y consumer can purchase. If any point is inside, like say this one, 30 and 10, 30 and 10, so 30 units of good y and 10 units of 10, it will cost 30 units of good y will cost rupees 30 and 20 units will cost 10 units of good X will cost 20 rupees. 30 plus 20 rupees 30 plus 20 equal to 50. So consumer budget is rupees 60. So consumer can purchase this combination. So any combination which is either on this line or inside this line, consumer can acquire, consumer can purchase all those combinations of good X and good Y. So these combinations are known as attainable combination. Okay, attainable budget set. Clear? Any combination which is beyond this line. Okay, like I am taking this combination 70 and 10. 70 and 10. So 70 units of Y and 10 units of good X. So 10 unit of good X will cost 20 rupees and 70 unit will cost 70 rupees. 70 plus 20, 90 rupees. So within given income, within given budget of 60, consumer cannot purchase this combination. So here this combination will be non-attainable. Clear? Okay, or any combination which is beyond this line. So those combinations here consumer cannot purchase within his given budget of rupees 60, and these combinations are known as non-attainable combinations. Clear? Or you see this you can say region. So this region is non-feasible region. Non-feasible combination. Any combination which is beyond the budget line is non-feasible combination because those combinations consumer cannot acquire in his given budget. Any combination which is on this line or inside the line, so those combinations consumer can acquire and they are said to be feasible combination. So these combinations are known as feasible combination. Feasible combinations. So friends, here we have seen attainable combination, non-attainable combination, and non-feasible region or feasible region. Okay. So this topic we have covered. Now two topics we can see here. Again we have to discuss. Budget set and budget line. What are the budget set? See, any combination on this line or inside this line, all combinations can be acquired by consumer within his given budget. Clear? So they are the feasible combination or attainable combinations. Okay, and all combinations are available within the budget of the consumer. So they represent the budget set. They represent the budget set. So equation of the budget set is Px into X plus Py into Y less than equal to M, where M is budget of the consumer. And what is budget line? So all combinations of good X and good Y which are present on this line, so value of all those combinations, amount of all those combinations will be equal to the budget of the consumers. So you can say, so this equation Px into X plus Py into Y will be equal to the budget of the consumer, and that represents the budget line. Clear? So budget set represents the all attainable combinations, whereas budget line shows those combinations whose value is exactly equal to the budget of the consumers. So this is the difference between budget set and budget line. So also we have seen the budget set as well as budget line. Okay. Next topic here we will cover is slope of the budget line. Okay. here again I have taken two goods, good X and good Y. On X axis, various quantity of good X has been represented 5, 10, 15, 20, say 25. Again on good on Y axis, various combination of good Y has been various quantities of good Y has been represented 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like this one. Okay. So now you can say this is your budget line. Budget line. Now we have to find the slope of the budget line. What is the slope of the budget line? Already we have seen budget line will be a straight line. It will not be a curve. Why? Because here the prices of the good X and good Y are given, Px and Py are given, and budget is also given. So here budget is not changing, and on different points of this line, prices of good X and good Y are also not changing. It is constant, and therefore it will be a straight line. Clear? Budget line is given. Now what will be the slope of the budget line? Clear? Now just see here. Take any 2 points. Okay. You have taken point A, point B. So what will be the slope of the budget line? So here this angle theta or tan theta will be the slope of the budget line. In class 10th, in coordinate geometry or in trigonometry, we have studied the slope. So this tan theta will be equal to this perpendicular upon this base. Clear? So this here it will be equal to delta y if we are moving from point A to B or point B to A. So this will be the change on y. So it will whatever the change in on axis y is observed, that has been denoted through delta y. If we are moving from A to B, so this will be the change on x axis. So this can be represented by delta x. So here slope of budget line equal to delta y by delta x. This will be the slope. Tan theta equal to perpendicular upon base delta y by delta x, and this will be the slope of the budget line. So here we don't represent tan theta. Simply we write slope of the budget line equal to delta y by delta x. So this is slope of the budget line, and slope is constant throughout this line because this is a straight line. Okay, so it doesn't matter you are measuring the slope of this curve between A and B, or we take any point like this one. So again, so this angle all will be same. So slope of the budget line will be will remain constant. Okay, this is another thing. This is one way of representing slope of the budget line. So learn it. Slope of the budget line is delta y by delta x. Now, if the prices of good X and good Y are given, then how do we measure the slope of the budget line in terms of Px and Py? Now, just listen here. If consumer is increasing consumption of good X, consumer is increasing consumption of good X by delta X unit. So if he has to keep his budget constant, if there is no change in budget, so he has to reduce the consumption of good Y by delta Y. If consumer is increasing the consumption of good X by delta X unit, so he has to reduce the consumption of good Y by delta Y. Okay. So if consumer is keeping his budget same constant, there is no change in the budget, so amount spent on good X will be same as amount spent on good Y. So here if Px is per unit price of good X, so cost of delta X will be Px into delta X, and similar will be the amount of good Y which he has to forego. So here it will be Py into delta Y. Our slope of the budget line is delta Y by delta X. Okay, so here delta Y by delta X. Okay, you divide delta Y by delta X, then here you will get Px by Py. So this is, both equations represent the slope of the budget line. So if change in consumption of quantity, consumption of good X is given, change in consumption of good X has been given and good Y has been given, then slope equal to delta Y by delta X. Okay, and if price per unit of good X is given and price per unit of good Y is given, then slope of the budget line is Px by Py. Clear? So accordingly, we can find if consumer wants to increase the consumption of good X by 1 unit, so how much unit of good Y he has to reduce. So from these equations we can easily find. Clear? Okay. And slope of the budget line also shows, okay, if consumer is increasing the consumption of good X, so at what rate he should reduce the consumption of good Y in order to maintain his budget constant. Okay, so that there is no change in his budget. So this is what we have seen, the slope of the budget line. So here we have to remember that slope of the budget line is delta Y by delta X or Px by Py, where Px is per unit price of good X and Py is per unit price of good Y. Okay. Now nature of the budget line. What is nature of the budget line? Nature of the budget line is it slopes downward. It slopes downward. Why it slopes downward? Its slope is negative because if consumer want to increase the consumption of good X, at the same time he has to reduce the consumption of good Y, so that there is no change in his budget. Okay, so if one variable is increasing, at the same time other variable is decreasing. If there is an increase in quantity of one good, at the same time there is a decrease in quantity of another good, so that the budget of the consumer is constant. And there is an inverse relationship in quantity of good X and quantity of good Y consumed by the consumer. That's why the slope of the budget line is negative and budget line is sloping downwards. Okay, so this is the characteristic or nature of the budget line. Next we will see budget line can shift. Question is, if any budget line is given for a consumer, can budget line shift, or can there be a shift in the budget line? So here we will see the conditions under which budget line can shift forward or budget line can shift downwards. Now yes, see here. This is the equation of the budget line. Clear? Px per unit price of the good X and Py per unit price of the good Y. X is quantity of good X purchased by the consumer, Y is quantity of good Y purchased by the consumer. So this is equation of the budget line. Now we will see under what condition budget line can shift forward or budget line can shift forward. Listen here. Say we will take the budget set which I have already taken earlier. Say 60 is budget of the consumer. Okay, and here Px Py equal to 1. So within 60, if he purchasing here 60 units, so here 0, 10 units, so here 25 units, 10, 20, so 20 units, 20 units, so 10, here 40 units, so 20 units, 30 units, 0. So this is the budget set in given budget 60 and given price Px 2 and Py 1. Clear? So now we will see what are the conditions under which budget line can shift. First condition, if income of the consumer increases. whereas prices of goods X and good Y are not changing. Prices of good X and good Y are constant, and the income or budget of the consumer is increased. So in the given budget or in the new budget, consumer can purchase more quantity of good X as well as more quantity of good Y. Clear? So in that case, budget line will shift forward. Okay. When budget of the consumer is increasing, whereas prices of the goods are not changing. So in that case, budget line will shift forward, and the new budget line will be parallel to the previous budget line or initial budget line or actual budget line. Second case, if prices of good X and good Y are not changing, okay, and the income of the consumer is decreased, hence budget of the consumer is decreased. Say earlier budget is rupees 60 and now budget is rupees 40. Whereas prices of good X and good Y are constant, there is no change. So in that case, budget line will shift downwards, because in the new budget, consumer will purchase only less quantity of good X and good Y, and therefore budget will shift backward. Okay, so this is budget line in reduced budget. And if the prices of good X and good Y are not changing, so again this new budget line will be parallel to the initial budget line or original budget line. So this is one case in which budget line can shift. Clear? Second case, if budget is remaining constant. Okay, budget is remaining constant, and prices of commodity X is changing or commodity Y is changing, or prices of both commodities are changed. So in that case, the budget line will rotate. Okay. Now, second case, budget line can rotate. Clear? Px is per unit price of good X, Py per unit price of good Y, where M is budget of the consumer. In second case, we assume that there is no change in budget. Budget remains the constant. But say, price of good X is increased. If price of good X is increased or Px is increased, okay, and whereas there is no change in Py. If there is no change in Py and consumer is purchasing zero quantity of good X, so there will be no change in the quantity of good Y purchased by the consumer. But since price Px is increased, so within same budget, consumer will purchase less amount of good X, and therefore budget line will shift backward when Px is increased. Clear? Second case, if Px is decreased, so within the given budget, consumer can purchase more quantity of good X. So in that case, Px will shift forward. If Px is decreased, so in this case, budget line will rotate and it will shift. Okay, so on x-axis it will shift forward. Okay, whereas there is no change in the quantity of good Y purchased by the consumer. Clear? Similar is case for good Y. Say this is your original budget line. Clear? I have represented good X on x-axis, good Y on y-axis, and this is your original budget. Now see, if price of good X is not changing, price of good X is not changing. So if consumer is purchasing only good X, so there will be no change in the quantity of good X demanded. Whereas if price of good Y is decreased, so in given budget, consumer can purchase more quantity of good Y. Okay, so in that case, again budget line is shift or rotate, and on Y axis it will shift forward. If per unit price of good Y is decreased, in that case budget line will rotate, on Y axis it will shift forward. Another case is if PY is increased. So within the given budget, consumer can purchase only less quantity of good Y. So in that case, budget line will rotate, on Y axis it will shift downward. PY is increased. Clear? So this is the second case. Another case is both PX and PY is increased, whereas income of the consumer or budget of the consumer remains constant. Okay, second case is budget remains constant, whereas both price of good X as well as price of good Y, PX and PY both are decreased. When both are decreased, in that case what will happen? Consumer will be able to purchase more quantity of good X as well as more quantity of good Y. So in that, if he purchasing more quantity of good X and more quantity of good Y, so budget line will shift forward. And it is not necessary in that case that budget line will be parallel to the original budget line. Okay, if prices of PX and PY both decrease in same proportion, in that case it will be parallel to this one. If proportion is different, so it is not necessary that this line will be parallel to this line. So this is the condition when PX and PY decreased. Another situation, if PX and PY both are increased. If prices of good X and good Y both are increased and budget of the consumer remains constant, in that case consumer will be able to purchase only less quantity of good X and good Y. So in that case budget line will shift downwards. Again, it is not necessary that budget line will be parallel to the original or initial budget line. Okay. If prices of both goods are decreased in same proportion, then it will be parallel, otherwise it will not be parallel.